have 9 books for this book haul. I know you're judging me hardcore already, right? I know that sounds bad, it looks bad, but you know what? These books I bought in November. Also, books were gifts for Christmas. Can't speak with words. And then I bought 1 book, and then I got another book as a gift after Christmas, which is totally fine because I've been collecting these books since November. So since November, I've accumulated 9 books. I mean, it could be worse. So let's just jump into this book haul before I feel more bad about myself. The first book I have is The Accidental Highwayman by Ben Tripp. This book just sounds so exciting and like an epic tale of epicness. That's what I feel about it. This book is about a servant named Kit. His master gets really sick or gets some sort of wound, so what he does is he takes his master's cloak and he runs off to go get help for his master. But what ends up happening is that people mistake him for being his master. He doesn't know anything about magic or that it existed, so he's thrown into this world just not knowing anything. Just sounds really cool and I'm really excited. The Scandalous Sisterhood of Prick Willow Place by Julie Berry. Can we just look at this cover? It's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. So this book sounds really creepy, strange, odd, but I'm really intrigued and also very much so excited for it at the same time just because it's so twisted. That's how I would describe it. This book sounds really twisted. This book is about this boarding school where the principal and I want to say like the second person in charge, they get poisoned and they die. And because of this, the girls that go to the school, they freak out and they get scared because they know that they're gonna get sent home and they don't want that. So what they do is that they cover the murder up. And I think they try to bury the bodies and just cover it up in whatever way they can. And it just sounds really intriguing because I'm like, how are you gonna cover their death up without getting caught? That's what I want to know, and that's why I'm excited to read this to see what happens. Next, I got All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This book, I will admit, is a book that BookTube made me buy. I've been seeing it everywhere on everyone's channels and everyone seems to love it, and it also has amazing reviews, so I really just cannot wait. I know it is a novel that is from 2 perspectives, I want to say, and I think it might take place in World War II and whatnot, and I really just want to go into this not knowing much about it because I think I'll enjoy it a lot more if I don't know anything. So yeah. The next book I got, I'm so freaking excited because pirates, and you all know how much I love pirates and just pirates, and that is Alias Hook by Lisa Jensen. This is a retelling of Peter Pan, pretty much, from Hook's perspective, and you get to see how Hook really might not be the bad guy that you think he is, and how maybe it's Peter that's kind of messing with him and whatnot. So it just sounds really intriguing, and I really love how I don't know if you watched the show Once Upon a Time, but in Once Upon a Time, Hook is in that show and they twist his character to where he's actually not the bad guy and Peter Pan was the bad guy, and I feel that this book might have a similar take on that, so I'm just really excited. And also this cover is gorgeous, and pirates, I love pirates. I love pirates. I cannot wait. The next book I have is We the Drowned by Karsten Jensen, and I know this book is a classic. I don't know much more than that, to be honest. Story-wise, the back synopsis does not say much besides the fact that it is an epic sea adventure story, and I love anything to do with the ocean and adventure and whatever, and I just cannot wait to read this. I'm really in the mood for a classic, and just knowing that this classic is a sea adventure just makes me so excited. Granted, the book is freaking huge, but I don't care. I don't care about that anymore. And also the cover is gorgeous. Can we just, do you see that cover? Do you see how beautiful it is? Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. The next book I got was a gift from my best friend for Christmas. Alyssa, if you're watching this, you're a dork, and but I appreciate the gift, so thank you. And that is Decomposition, a Music Manifesto by Andrew Durkin. This book I have been eyeballing for so long at the bookstore, and I told her I wanted it and she bought it for me, and thank you. You're awesome. For once in your life, you're awesome. Anyway, moving on. This book is nonfiction. It is essentially about music. in general, and how music is composed, how we listen to music and why we like the sounds that we hear, and just how it affects us, and just things of that sort, which I just thought sounded really fascinating when I saw this at the bookstore, and I just really wanted it. And I love this cover, by the way. I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's beautiful. The next book I have is The Winter Ghost by Kate Moss. This is a book that I also got as a gift for Christmas, and I didn't know much about this book, and I actually just read the synopsis like today. This book is set in 1928. It is about this man who stumbles into this town, and he meets this lady, and they end up sharing their stories together about World War I and just the things that they went through. And they're in this town, and I guess there's a lot of secrets in this town, and they find out things about it, and it's really haunting and mysterious, but also kind of sad at the same time, just because it deals with World War I issues as well. And I really like the setting, and I love the fact that it's set in winter, which is really awesome. I might save this to read right before Christmas of this year actually, sorry. The next book I have is one that I bought for myself. I started this thing where I have to read 5 books off my TBR before I can buy a new one, and I started that a month ago, and I finished that goal of reading 5 books, so I bought myself this book, and that is Dr. Mutter's Marvels by Kristen O'Keefe Optowis. What did I just say? I don't know. Butchered that name. I'm so sorry. This is nonfiction. It is about this guy. That doesn't explain much, does it? It's about this doctor who was a really big impact on modern medicine during the 1800s, I believe. 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s, one of the two. But it has to deal with medicine and just all the, kind of sounds creepy because it deals with a lot of the beginning, like, of surgeries and breakthrough with medicine and the things that they did, and it kind of goes into detail on that. It's kind of gross, but at the same time it sounds really cool, and I can't wait to read it because I haven't really read anything like it before. It also has a lot of cool illustrations in here. It has pictures, and I'm not doing well with showing them to you, but here's a picture, and it sounds awesome, and I can't wait to read it. The last book I got is a gift from my friend, and that is The Alchemist by Paolo. I will not even try to pronounce that last name because I know I'm gonna butcher it. Anyway, it's The Alchemist. I've been wanting this book for so freaking long, and I'm so happy I have it, and it's the edition I wanted so bad. And excuse me while I fangirl, can we just stare at this cover because it's gorgeous? Look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I have this book because I wanted this book for so long, but I did not want that other copy that looks so plain and boring. I wanted this one, and I have this one, and I'm just really happy inside, and God, yes. You probably all know The Alchemist and what it's about and whatnot. I'm not gonna go into that, but I really can't wait to read it because I've been wanting to read it for so long. Oh my gosh, look at his decolled edges. Can we just appreciate this beautiful book? Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's a bookmark. Anyway, that's the last book. Can't wait to read it. And those are all the books for this book haul. If you've read any of these books, leave a comment below. We could talk about it, thoughts, opinions, all that good stuff. And that's all I have to say. So I'm gonna go. Bye.